Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing what I call a love coming spread. This is for all my Capricorns out there. So we're going to see what kind of love is coming towards you in the month of from July 1st until July 6th. So this is a love coming spread. And how this works is I'm going to be doing a reading to see what kind of love's coming towards you. Then we're going to see what your overall strengths are. Then finally we're going to be doing a reading to see what could be affecting you from your, possibly affecting you from your past for a potential outcome. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see for all of my Capricorns out there. See what kind of love is coming towards them between July 1st until the 6th. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see for all my Capricorns out there. See what kind of love is coming towards them in the month of July from July 1st into the 6th. Okay. Okay. So, right off the bat, my Cappies, you got the Ace of Pentacles. So, that is the beginning of a great opportunity with an Earth sign individual, a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So that is a great opportunity that's going to be coming towards you. Now again, the Ace of Pentacles, it's not only the beginning of a great opportunity, but it's also the beginning of something solid, something grounded, something that you can really build something on. And that is further identified with the Emperor here. So this Emperor signifies something that's something on a very solid, structured foundation here. So that's something that you definitely want to keep an eye out for. It's also something where either you or this other individual is going to be able to take a leadership role here in asserting yourself in a situation to make it happen. Now, with that, all that being said, we have the Page of Swords here. Now that Page of Swords energy sometimes can be the messages or the energy to the Page of Swords is kind of like an immature, playful energy. So that's what I'm seeing here. There's going to be communications. This is definitely an opportunity for something serious. But in the beginning, there's going to be some messages, maybe some immature messages going back and forth between you two. However, something that you want to be aware of here is that you got the Tower here. So there's going to be, boom, something sudden is going to happen. And it's going to cause a little bit of upheaval in the situation. Something's going to kind of take it off course here. Now, I don't know if this is maybe because of the interpretation of the messages being sent, or it's going to be taken the wrong way, either by you or by the other individual. So that's something that you're definitely going to have to be aware of. Even though you're going to be playful and sending messages and maybe receiving messages, make sure what you're sending and saying doesn't get interpreted the wrong way. In addition, here we have the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords says the removal of blockages. So, what that tells me is that even though they got the Tower card here, and there's going to be some kind of a clash in communication between you two, the Ace of Swords says there's going to be the removal of a blockage. In other words, you guys are going to be able to kind of come to some kind of agreement here on exactly what was misinterpreted here. So there will be a clearing of the air here as far as that goes. So that's definitely something that you're going to want to I want to make you aware of, so that just in case things start going in a really weird direction here, you don't get too freaked out. You're going to be able to pull it back. Now, however, you got the Ten of Wands energy here, and even though you're possibly going to be able to pull it back, it will be a little bit burdensome that what was said was misinterpreted a certain type of way. So that's definitely something that you're going to want to watch out for here with this individual. So let's see what your overall strengths are. Let's see what your strengths are this year. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see for all of my Cappies out there to see what kind of strengths they're dealing with as far as the situation goes. We had a card wanted to pop out here, so I guess it wants to be. Ooh, okay. So, one of your strengths is that you're dealing with here, again, a strength. A strength is something that is beneficial to you. So you have this person here with the Nine of Wands, and they're being very, very defensive. With this particular situation, one of your strengths is the fact that even though the fact that you are defensive is going to be a strength of yours. Definitely going to be a strength of yours. And especially in this particular context, because some kind of communication is going to be taken the wrong way. And so a strength that you have is you're going to be kind of defensive, watching your back, kind of saying, hey, listen, you know what I mean? I didn't mean it that way. It was you kind of took this the wrong way. So that's definitely a strength that you're going to be dealing with here. In addition, you got the Empress card here. That's also a strength. And that strength is that there's a possibility for abundance here, material wealth, fertility, true love here. So that's definitely a strength in this situation that you're going to be dealing with here, is that there's definitely a possibility that there's going to be there's a possibility of real, true, deep love here. Now, with all that being said, got the double card here. Now, what that says to me is that, and we're talking about as far as strengths go here. In regards of this, even though this situation says it's going to be somewhat solid, believe it or not, one of the strengths is the fact that this individual is not going to be your soulmate, twin flame soulmate at all. It's just going to be to me, the energy I'm getting off of this is that it's just going to be possibly a fling thing that's going to be going on here. It's gonna, even though it has the possibility to be something solid, this is pretty much going to be a fling type of situation here. You know, and that you consider that to be a strength. That, you know, even though it has the potential to be something solid, you're like, you know what? I'm just going to kind of have a little fun here, and see where this thing takes me. So that's something that's definitely seems to be what's on your mind as far as the situation goes. Again, double down with the Two of Swords here. So there's definitely some choices that you can make. You can either choose to make the situation solid, or you can say, you know what, I just want to have a little fun. And that seems to be where your mindset here is with this. And that definitely appears to be one of your strengths, is that you're not taking things too seriously. You're kind of just going with the flow here. In addition here, you got the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords says that, you know, another strength you have is just the ability to kind of take it easy. Again, with the choices and the Devil card here, is you're kind of like taking it easy, going with the flow, you know, kicking up, seeing what's what. If it pops, it pops. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You just want to go with the flow and have a good time. That definitely appears to be something that you absolutely comes off as a positive strength for you. Finally here, we got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is a very solid, strong, wise energy here. And that's also an air sign. There also could possibly be an air sign individual that could also be in the mix here, or the overall feeling of this is an air sign energy, which is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So that's something else that I want to make you aware of. You know, the way that you're approaching this thing is like, hey, you just want to see what happens. It is what it is. You know, if it pops, it pops. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You're just in this thing to have a good time, and you know, the rest will figure itself out. So that definitely appears to be where your mindset is in the whole scheme of things here. So let's see, with that being said, what is something from your past that could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. All my Cappies out there. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see for all my Cappies out there. Okay. One more shuffle, guys. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. Ooh, 200 to jump out right from the back, right from the bat. So here we go. All right. So, okay. So something that is affecting you from the past, for sure. 7 of Wands. Something that could possibly affect you from the past is the fact that in the past you were very defensive of the fact that you just wanted to kind of see where things went, kind of go with the flow. You were being very defensive of that, and that's definitely something that could possibly be affecting you from the past. There, the fact that you were kind of defensive, and that's probably why you're not too worried about it at this point right now, and they were seeing it as a strength, because also same card pops up in the 9 of Wands as a potential something that could potentially affect you from the past towards this situation with this individual here. And again, you were watching your back in the past. You were very defensive. You were, you were very defensive of the particular type of relationship you wanted in the past. You just kind of like wanted to have some fun, and you felt like you needed to really defend that position. And so you were watching your back constantly and so forth. You pretty much got the same type of mentality with this situation going into this situation right now. And again, that was seen as one of your strengths. However, it's a double-edged sword, because it's your strength, but it's also a weakness, because the other individuals that you're dealing with quite possibly have a tendency to kind of take offense by that. So that's how that thing's playing out. In addition, here you got the 3 of Pentacles, and something that definitely can affect you from the past is this type of fling that you were dealing with before happening at your place of work, happening where you work, with someone that you work with, and there wasn't an equal give and take. We got the Temperance card here. There wasn't an equal give and take. This person felt like they were giving a whole lot more than they were receiving, obviously, because you really weren't really trying to take things seriously. We were kind of like in a flirtatious type of mode. So let's see if we can get a little bit more further clarification as far as this Temperance card goes. Ooh. All right. Again, y'all, got the Devil card popped up again. So, again, something that definitely is affecting you from your past that could possibly affect you this time around, which was, again, you perceive as the strength, is the fact that you were just having fun. Just having fun, partying, having a good time. Weren't looking for anything serious. Wasn't looking for a twin soul flame connection and none of that. You were just looking to have a good time. And that is something that, with someone from your work, that is definitely something that can come around and creep up and bite you in the ass, for sure. So that's something that you definitely want to be very well aware of. And finally here, we got the King of Swords once again, which was one of your strengths again. Again, a lot of things that you perceive as your strengths are also things that have come up as something that can affect you from the past. As a matter of fact, 3 cards. 3 of these cards that were your strength. 3 of those cards popped up as a possible, as something that could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation. That's the first time that's ever happened, folks, honestly. And so again, you got, you feel like you're making very wise decisions for yourself, and so you don't really feel like there's any need to have any explanation. You're doing what you're doing, and you're having fun doing it. You're not looking for any commitment, and some people are taking that the wrong way. So again, that was seen as one of your strengths, but as an addition, that also is being seen as, people kind of getting the impression maybe you're a little bit of a player, so to speak. So let's see before I shut this thing down, if Spirit has any additional information that they want to tell you. Oh, wow, okay. All right. Wow. Okay, so Spirit definitely wants you to know that this particular situation could possibly be a potential for something solid. Definitely could be the potential here for something solid. Now, I know you're not looking for anything solid, obviously, in the spreads here. You're not looking for anything solid, but there definitely is the potential for something to really pop off seriously if you decide to go in that direction. In addition here, perception. Perception is everything. The way in which you are being perceived, your actions are being perceived is the way you're being perceived is that you're a player. And in your mind, it may not be so much you think that you're a player. You're just out here to hey, let's just have a good time and just kind of see where things are going. And the individuals that you keep getting involved with are looking for things that are long term. You know, you just want somebody solid to have a good time with. You're not looking to mess around with somebody that's flaky. And that's pretty much where this thing is going. That's the overall energy that I'm feeling here. In addition, there needs to be balance. Again, when you got the Temperance card, wasn't an equal give and take. Spirit's saying, you know what? You got the potential to have something really good here. You got to change the way people are perceiving your actions. Also, in addition, you want to have an equal give and take. You've shown that you can take. You got some giving to do. You want to give a little bit of yourself, because you're not really giving as much as you should be. So that could be an equal give and take to really have something substantial. But again, like I said, that really doesn't seem to be your overall thought process. But that's just something for you to think about, just in case. So again, my name is Adonis. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you liked this video. I hope this resonated with you. If this didn't, please feel free to get a personal reading with me. I'll leave all the information below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.